All right, we're going to talk about Rampage from last night for March 15, 2024. Honestly, I got a lot to talk about here and discuss here. I do watch Rampage every week, usually. I don't review it often, but when I do, it means I really, really enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed the show. I know Dark Order is not everybody's cup of coffee. I get that, but they showed very, very well for that tag team tournament opener that they're getting ready for the tournament. I thought Dark Order did fantastic. I honestly think Dark Order, is having a resurgence, but a lot of people don't like the Dark Order because it doesn't have Brody Lee anymore, and they've kind of felt apart. But, man, Evil Uno is good shit. I mean, I'm just saying, what he did against the Best Friends last night was fantastic. Top Flight and Undisputed Kingdom, man, was good shit. It's just not everybody watches Rampage, right? Rampage, people think everything's hokey pokey with it. And to be honest with you, there's actual storylines and things that are happening. I don't know, man. I just find Rampage being good. It's a good little show, but not everybody watches it, and everybody thinks it's just a boring show. And why does AEW have it? Well, AEW has it because it shows off different talents. Like Trish Adonis is being shown off. Trent Beretta and the Best Friends are being showed off. You're getting Dark Order. Dark Order's been on Rampage the last few weeks, and it's been great. Saraya's brother, and Saraya's group, being debuted, and Cool Hand Ange that's setting up for a match on Collision. There is a beginning, middle, and end storylines that take place on Rampage that go into Collision. I mean, some of you don't watch Rampage to understand that, and then you get upset when you don't know the stories because you only watch Dynamite. There's a few big wrestling channels out there that get confused and don't understand, because you don't have the time to watch it, but you have the time to moan and groan about wrestling fans caring about views. Okay. The commentators, Kyle Cassidy looked exhausted after the match. Chris Jericho had some choice words to say because he's in that tag team tournament with Hook, I believe. Hook and Chris Jericho are going at each other next week on Dynamite. Saraya's brother backstage in a segment beats up people, which was pretty good. Toni Storm and Mariah May uses her entrance. Storm gets the mic and tells Diana, her misery partner, to watch what, and that was pretty much Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa came out. Man, Thunder Rosa looks good and sexy and shit. Why did we have her cooped up on Collision and she's going to also be on Dynamite, which is great. We're going to have a tag team match, which is going to set up possibly for Diana Purrazzo and Toni Storm 2, probably at Dynasty. Again, then it comes out after the match, after Toni Storm cut a promo, and they had it out, and pretty much Thunder Rosa, Then they had a hype match for Queen Antonetta. She said she has plans to beat Red Velvet for their upcoming match at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor for the women's television title. I think that's going to be a good match. Queen has been very much featured on Rampage and also on Ring of Honor. If you guys don't watch Ring of Honor, I know I don't cover it weekly, and I'll probably be covering it next week because they're getting into their Supercard of Honor stuff during WrestleMania weekend in Philly. Eddie Kingston versus Mark Briscoe. I think Mark Briscoe will take that belt off of Eddie Kingston, which I'm cool with. It gives Mark Briscoe a payoff. Again, they had a hype thing. I thought it was good, and they showed off the brackets for the tag team tournament here. It pays to watch Rampage, right, ladies and gentlemen? It pays to watch Rampage. Kadeshita, Hyusuke Kadeshita defeats Commander. This was one hell of a match. It went the distance, and then Kadeshita at the end got his finisher and everything. Now, I'm very confused with the Don Callis family. To me, Kadeshita should be over on Dynamite and Collision, not a Ring of Honor Rampage episode. But that's just me. But defeating Commander, I'm not surprised. Commander's good shit, but Commander's been over on Ring of Honor and been doing good shit over there. Roderick Strong with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett defeat Action Andretti in Top Flight. We get another Serena Deeb promo. Comeback. She vows to become champion. Mark Henry says it's time for the main event. It's pre-taped stuff. Mark Henry is not really cutting that promo. It's pre-taped. I would like to see Mark Henry. What I would like to see. This is what I'd like to see. Again, Paul White's talking about coming back. Here's what you do. Have managers for each show. And you could do a soft brand split without having to have different titles and whatnot. You can have your titles being floated between the things. And, you know, people say there's too many. I don't think there's not enough. I think if they do a brand split, I think they're going to go that way because they have too much top tier talent for Dynamite. And they need more of it over on, I just touched my mic, my bad. They need more of it over on Rampage and Collision. So I could see if Paul White wants to come back, because the article read that he wants to come back, and I read an article. If I can find it for you guys, I'll put it in the down below in the description. But have them as managers. Have Mark Henry run one show. Have Paul White do another. Maybe you have, maybe you bring in maybe like a Teddy Long, or maybe you bring in somebody, or, you know, within, or you bring in somebody like a Nigel McGuinness, or maybe you take Tony Schiavone off the mic and you have him as a character on Collision or something. You know, they got to do something with these divisions within their companies. So yeah, that's my opinion. I thought this was a C average show. It was literally a 6.75, just like I said, SmackDown. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But it gave you kind of a feeling that they're putting shit together. Rampage, they got shit going together. That's why you're going to see Cool Out Ange and versus, Zachary Knight. I think Zachary Knight will get a victory out of this. Cool Out Ange will be just used. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. Hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.